What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to breaking news: Chicago rapper G Herbo hit with new charges in Fed case. Herbo accused of lying. So, what was this for again? Yeah, Herb. I think there's something to do with some drug stuff. I forget actually. For real. But my boy Herb, man, they trying to do him dirty since he started, coming up more and more. They start hitting a lot of people with these charges, dude. Like the Rika, like YoungBoy and all them, many other rappers. Uh, I don't know. It's like there's something that's just happening. Like they trying to get everybody for some reason. It's very strange, honestly. It's like they were working behind the scenes to like specifically get people like at this time period almost. But yeah, I'm about to see what's up with this. Basically see the details of the case and what's really taking place with it. But yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and remember to hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping on the daily, Honda. So yeah, let's see what's to this though, y'all. Hold up. What's up with my joint?
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about G Herbo. Now, G
Herbo, y'all know Herbo, one of the ghosts, man. I ain't gonna lie, to this generation, definitely.
Herbo, for those of you who don't know, is a Chicago drill MC, and he's probably one of the most popular names out of Chicago rap right now. He's got a whole bunch of clout, and he takes breaks in between albums, so it makes it even that much more interesting. Now, G Herbo's name has been thrown in a lot of drama recently, but it looks like when it comes to his fake case that's been held over his head, man, things have gotten complicated. And when I say complicated, I mean worse, because it looks like the charges against
Wire fraud. So this is something to do with like the money and all that. They said something to do with like the school he was funding with the fraud money. But it's like at least bro had like a good reason. He wasn't doing selfish stuff with it. He was trying to actually help a school and all that and just do positive things. But of course they had to find something wrong.
G Herbo are starting to stack up against him, man. Now, G Herbo had a case that came down back in December, man, when everything was going crazy in hip hop. I don't know if you guys remember, but December was a super busy month. You had rappers passing away, you had rappers getting locked up, and man, G Herbo was in the group of the latter. Now, G Herbo definitely has a situation on his hands now.
Caught up in fraud scheme involving designer puppies, private jets, and more. Yeah, Herb was living big. I ain't gonna cap. And then that stuff with his baby mom, the little fight. But I guess that really wasn't part of this. That was just a separate incident. Man, my boy Herb gotta stay out of trouble. Herb really like, man.
Now,
I grew up listening to Herb. I ain't gonna cap. Like he was one of the first people from the drill scene I heard. Like Chief Keef, Dirk, Reese, Herb, and all them.
these new charges that
Herb
came
and Biggie
down.
and
But
shit.
before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about G Herbo just a little bit. Now, for those of you who don't know or just don't remember, G Herbo had a fake case on his hands, and he still does. It's hanging over his head. Now, they've been going through everything, and it looked like it was going to get pinned on one of his homeboys to take the fall for the whole case. But it looks like they caught G Herbo up and said that he messed up by lying to an officer. Now, when they say officer, they also say he's a special agent. Now, for those of you who need some catching up, let me catch you up on.
Yeah, there's no point in lying because it's like they gonna figure it out anyway. So I don't even know why bro lied. Unless like if they was trying to get him to snitch, then he just shouldn't have said nothing in general. But other than that, like I don't know. I don't think it's snitching if it was just an incident with yourself, but obviously there was people involved in this case. Cause snitching is telling on somebody else. I mean, you could say snitching on yourself, but to me that's not snitching. Cause if you ain't getting nobody else locked up, then I wouldn't say that's really snitching for real. But yeah, I don't know what truly had happened for real. He should have probably just not said nothing. Like for real, definitely no point in lying because they be finding out the information anyways. In terms of well, it depends how it was done, honestly, for real, for real. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that.
Exactly what happened. Now, the rapper G Herbo, basically with five other friends, got charged for using
Oh yeah, see, so yeah, he definitely couldn't say the truth or whatever because there was other people involved.
stolen credit cards and using the info on the credit cards to purchase flights, vacations
Why was her ever cracking cars? This boy rich, like, oh man, that car cracking is a big thing right now. Dude. I ain't gonna lie.
to Jamaica, and designer puppies. I know you're like, what in the world, designer puppies? But yes, that's for real. Designer puppies was in the indictment. Now, to be real, after everything cleared and G Herbo turned himself in, it started to look like this thing might go in G Herbo's way. Because there was another guy, I want to say his last name is Strong, and it seemed like he was kind of taking responsibility for everything without taking responsibility for everything. But G Herbo might have just made a critical mistake in the case. Now I'm gonna go by this report from the Chicago Sun Times, and this is what it says basically. Now the heading says G Herbo charged with lying to federal agent during wire fraud investigation. Now it continues to say Herbo, whose real name is Herbert Wright III, already told a federal agent in November 2018 that he never knew or worked with.
Dang, that was all the way back in 2018. So yeah, they was definitely building this case for a minute. Cause if he first got caught in 2018, they must have been on this for like I don't know years for real. Like that's crazy.
Rap promoter Antonio Strong, who is among five people indicted with him in December.
Hmm.
Now, like I said before, the indictment goes back to December, and Antonio Strong was kind of like the promoter in the group and something other than that, and he was actually the dude I think that was gonna take most of the charges. Now, G Herbo has been doing a lot to clean up his image since this came down. He's been doing all sorts of volunteer work.
True, Herbo definitely been trying to get it right, man. I just wish he never done that for real. Like I can understand if he was stuck in the hood still, like, but bro, you like rich for real. He shouldn't even like did had anything to do with that. Like I can understand if it maybe even his friends, but he be probably looking out for him too. So I don't even know why they got cut up in this. It's like damn.
He's been doing all sorts of community outreach. But just recently, a video leaked of him in a crazy situation back in Chicago a couple of years ago. Now, for some reason, with rappers, when this stuff happens, it always has like that when it rains, it pours kind of analogy type to it, right?
When it
It's like
rains, it pours.
first there's some video that leaks, then there's other things on the case, and everything gets compiled together to make the rapper look at not even want to look at social media, I bet. Now G Herbo seems to have kept quiet this whole time. Even when he goes live on social media, he's usually in his house watching movies and watching TV. I noticed that about G Herbo. Like he's
That boy be cooking too on everything. He be like sometimes he was up like late at night and he would whip some up real quick. That boy Herb would be funny as hell. Facts, man. I hope Herb good. The truth. I wish the best for that boy Herb. I ain't gonna cut. He definitely like a real one.
always debating about movies and stuff like that. And he's kind of doing the family man thing because he's got Fabulous's goddaughter, or excuse me, Fabulous's stepdaughter pregnant. And they should
His girl's bad. I ain't gonna lie. Herb, he got some good taste. I ain't gonna cap his baby mom and now his new girl, boy. Herb definitely got some decent taste. I ain't gonna cap.
be expecting their child soon. Now, G Herbo, for all intents and purposes, seems like he's been doing his best to try to cooperate, but this whole lying thing is seen to come back to bite him. Now, the story continues like this. It says local rapper G Herbo, and remember this is the Sun Times in Chicago, was accused Tuesday of lying to a federal agent, adding a third charge to an indictment that already includes allegations of fraud and identity theft. Herbo
Yeah, they was on this boy for a minute, just tracking his every move, probably trying to just build the case up and up. That's what they do for real. That's how like big groups get caught up, like drug gangs, like gangs selling drugs and all that. They build the case. Sometimes be having fiends, you know, the people that take the drugs. They'll have an undercover cop acting like one of them, or they'll use like the the people who take the drugs themselves, and like they'll be paying them and then they'll give them information and all that, or they'll wear a wire, stuff like that. Like people don't be expecting it. It's crazy. They be having them techniques. I ain't gonna cap.
whose real name is Herbert Wright III, allegedly told a federal agent in November 2018 that he never knew or worked with rap promoter Antonio Strong, who was among 5 people indicted with him in December. This story seems to keep repeating itself. Now, Strong identified himself as Wright's manager when he allegedly used stolen credit card information and IDs to pay for private jets, expensive meals, designer puppies, beginning in March of 2016. You see, I'm gonna stop right there. You
March of 2016. I thought it was 2018. So this, how far does this case go back, bro? Like this is like when Herb really started getting popping on the XXL and stuff in 2016. Damn.
you see how with the digital age, man, if you're doing any kind of scamming or stuff like that, there's an electronic footprint. You're not getting away with it. Now, I'm not saying they did this and they were responsible for these crimes, but it seems to have, they like the folks who are investigating this have been tracking their traces or whatnot just to get to them. Now, according to the indictment filed in the U.S. District Court in Springfield, Massachusetts, Wright allegedly told a federal agent that he had no relationship with Strong, personal or professional. When
Bro, it's kind of repeating now. Like you already said that multiple times.
in reality, he paid Strong for work and received valuable goods from Strong, including private jet charters, luxury accommodations, and exotic car rentals. The prosecutor's
Hmm.
office said. He also alleged that he also allegedly had frequent conversations with Strong over the phone, via text, and on Instagram. Prosecutor said Wright faces up to 5 years in prison if convicted,
No, bro.
along with 3 years of supervisory.
Free my boy Herb, man. Well, he's out, I think. Unless, yeah, I think he's still out. But damn, I hope Herb beat this thing on cap, man.
Release and a $250,000 fine, prosecutor said. Now let's stop right there. A $250,000 fine just doesn't seem like a lot of money for G Herbo. Now I'm not counting his pockets, but G Herbo seems to be doing all right out here in this rap game since, Chicago drill is at the forefront and a couple of features seem like they could cover that price. It's just those 5 years, man, because in 5 years, the fans will definitely have moved on. And especially if you're not like an imprint artist where you just had this lasting imprint where they're gonna have to.
True, man. I'ma still be here, though. Definitely for my boy Herb. Like I said, I grew up listening to Herbo, man. He's definitely one of the best in this current generation. And I know that's not saying much. Some of y'all might disagree, but the current generation ain't impressive at all. Like, they nothing compared to like Pac, Biggie, Jay Z, Wayne, all of them. But in terms of this generation, Herb is definitely one of the best in my opinion. Herb, Pula, got the boy Dirk and stuff. Pappy passed. Had little Snoop, Speaker Knockers. Like there was a lot of good rappers for real. I mean, a lot of them passed away to be honest. Like most recently, King Von, of course. You got Lil Baby, Roddy Rich and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of trash ones too. Obviously, like Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, all of them. But yeah,
Come back to you later. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if
that's
G
why I
Herbo
say that the bar ain't really that high. Keeping it real under.
has that type of fan base, even though cats really mess with Herbo. You know what I mean? Now, finally,
Yeah, Herb was never the biggest. Like he's not like at her. I mean, he's not at like Dirk or Pula or Chief Keef level. He's probably the fourth most successful from the drill scene, but he's not at the level of them three. So he's not as like widely known. But a lot of people still know her. But 5 years, it will probably do a toll on his numbers. I ain't gonna cap. That's why I hope, but that don't happen. Everything.
story says this. It says the Southside native has been a staple in Chicago's drill scene since he was a teenager in the early 2010s, helping the local rap genre grow to international prominence alongside frequent collaborators like Chief Keef and Lil Durk.
Herb definitely played a big part. I ain't gonna cap. Like I said, outside of like Herb, Dirk, and Pula, he's easily the most successful from that drill scene thing. And Pula didn't even blow up off of drill. He blew up off the melodic for real, for real. But yeah, him and Pula definitely probably the hardest either way from that scene in terms of straight up overall rap skill. You know what I mean?
And
And Pappy too. R.I.P.
Lil Durk and Chief Keef are doing big things right now. Now they talk about his album PTSD that came out last year, and they said though the rapper has been slapped with weapons and battery charges in recent years, he's most recently made headlines for community outreach on the South Side, hosting food drives, back to school giveaways in West
Yeah,
Pullum.
see, my boy was trying to look out for the community, man. Then they going come on him like that, man. That's crazy. They really be lurking, trying to get niggas while they down, man.
And Bronzeville. So that goes
We're
back
trying
to
to get niggas down because he was up.
saying that it looks like G Herbo, man, he had moved on from the situation until these new charges came down. So I don't know what G Herbo and his crew are gonna do, but it definitely doesn't look good. So what do you guys think, man? Do you think that G Herbo getting these additional charges of lying to a special agent is gonna make him cave or
Oh
fold
yeah, it was a special agent too. Damn.
in any way? Or is he gonna keep doing what he was doing as far as community outreach,
They
being
say
a fold
full.
in any way? Or is he gonna keep doing what he was doing as far as community outreach, being a family man, and just try to fight this standing up? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit up this hot content, and we out of here.
Alright, y'all. That's the end of the video, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I hope everything's good with this boy Herb. Yeah, I be trying to find videos that other people don't really react to that much. You know, certain stuff. It could be news, songs, stuff like that. Well, the songs I react to, I think some people react to them, but not a whole bunch of people. But yeah, I just be trying to find new interesting stuff. But yeah, this is the case of G Herbo currently, man. You know, I hope everything works out with that boy Herb. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this. And remember, like I said, to subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that. But yeah, remember y'all, stay positive and have a great day. Hundo.